Top 10 Richest American Presidents of All Times. Welcome history enthusiasts viewers to another exciting episode of our channel. Today, we're delving into the world of power, politics, and wealth. Get ready as we take a journey through time to uncover the top 10 richest American presidents of all times. From founding fathers to modern-day leaders, these influential figures have left an indelible mark on the nation and amassed fortunes that would make your jaw drop. So grab your popcorn and buckle up as we explore the intriguing financial journeys of America's wealthiest presidents. Let's get started. Number 1. Donald J. Trump, $3.1 billion. Donald J. Trump, born June 14, 1946, New York. U.S. Trump was a real estate developer and businessman who owned, managed, or licensed his name to hotels, casinos, golf courses, resorts, and residential properties in the New York City area and around the world. Donald Trump's net worth has peaked at $3.1 billion. He assumed office as the 45th president in 2017 to 2021. The New York Times reports that he was born into wealth and inherited at least $413 million from his father. Trump's wealth further increased when he took over his father's real estate business, and he now possesses billions of dollars in real estate. However, during his presidency, Trump faced controversy and scrutiny over his financial dealings, including conflicts of interest related to his businesses and his refusal to release his tax returns. Number 2. John F. Kennedy, $1.1 billion. John F. Kennedy, born May 29, 1917, Brookline, Massachusetts, U.S. During his tenure as the 35th U.S. President from 1961 to 1963, John F. Kennedy's net worth reached a peak of $1.1 billion. John F. Kennedy was born into money, and all of his wealth was inherited. His father, Joe Kennedy, was one of the richest men in the United States, having made his money through banking and investing. In addition to his family's wealth, Kennedy's wife, Jackie, also had big bucks. She was an oil heiress. Number 3. George Washington, $587 million. George Washington, born February 22, 1732, Virginia, U.S. George Washington. He was an American general and commander-in-chief of the colonial armies in the American Revolution, 1775 to 83, and subsequently first president of the United States, 1789 to 97. The first president of the United States had a peak net worth of $587 million. Most of his wealth was inherited as he received his profitable plantation, Mount Vernon, from his half-brother. In addition, Washington earned a substantial income as a general and later as president. His presidential salary in 1789 was $25,000, which constituted 2% of the entire U.S. budget. Number 4. Thomas Jefferson, $236.8 million. Born April 21, 1743, Shadwell, Virginia, U.S. Being the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson's net worth peaked at $236.8 million. He inherited 1,200 hectares, 3,000 acres, of land near Charlottesville, Virginia from his father, and later acquired an additional 809 hectares, 2,000 acres, of land to expand his real estate holdings. Jefferson built his notable residence, Monticello, on this land. Although he remained wealthy for most of his life, Jefferson was in significant debt when he passed away. This was partly due to unreliable farming income, and also because Jefferson was a lavish spender who lived beyond his means. Number 5. Theodore Roosevelt, $139.7 million. Theodore Roosevelt, born October 27, 1858, New York, U.S. He won the Nobel Prize for Peace in 1906 for mediating an end to the Russo-Japanese War. He was the 26th President of the United States from 1901 to 1909, had a peak net worth of $139.7 million. Although he inherited a substantial trust fund, he didn't actively pursue methods to accumulate wealth. Instead, he dedicated most of his adult life to public service, beginning with his election to the New York State Assembly at the young age of 23. Despite his commitment to public service, Roosevelt suffered a financial setback when a ranch investment in the Dakotas resulted in a significant loss of his fortune. Number 6. Andrew Jackson, $132.6 million. Andrew Jackson, born March 15, 1767, Waukesha's region, South Carolina, U.S. He was the first U.S. president to come from the area west of the Appalachians and the first to gain office by a direct appeal to the mass of voters. His political movement has since been known as Jacksonian democracy. He was the 7th president of the United States from 1829 to 1837, reached a peak net worth of $132.6 million. Unlike many of his predecessors, Jackson did not come from a wealthy background and had to earn his own income as a lawyer. However, despite his humble beginnings, Jackson's financial situation improved significantly when he married Rachel, who brought considerable wealth into the marriage. Jackson inherited a substantial fortune from Rachel following her death shortly before he assumed the presidency. Number 7. James Madison, $113.3 million. James Madison, born March 16 in Virginia, U.S., he was one of the founding fathers of his country. James Madison, the 4th President of the United States from 1809 to 1817, reached a peak net worth of $113.3 million. Madison's parents were affluent and owned a significant amount of land, including the prosperous Montpelier estate in Orange County, Virginia. Despite his family's wealth, Madison faced financial difficulties later in life. His plantation was not as profitable as expected, and his stepson's drinking and gambling problems resulted in significant financial losses. These factors contributed to Madison's financial struggles toward the end of his life. Number 8. Lyndon B. Johnson, $109.3 million. Lyndon B. Johnson, born August 27, 1908, Gillespie County, Texas, U.S. During his administration, he signed into law the Civil Rights Act, 1964, the most comprehensive civil rights legislation since the Reconstruction era, initiated major social service programs. During his presidency from 1963 to 1969, the 36th president, Lyndon Johnson, amassed a fortune of $109.3 million prior to meeting and marrying Claudia, Lady Bird Taylor, who hailed from a wealthy Texas family. Johnson was a driven and industrious individual with limited financial means. Together, the couple owned a sizable amount of land, 607 hectares or 1,500 acres, and livestock in Texas. But their primary source of income stemmed from Lady Bird's ownership of a radio station. Number 9. Herbert Hoover, $83 million. Herbert Hoover, born August 10, 1874, West Branch, Iowa, U.S. Hoover's reputation as a humanitarian earned during and after World War I, as he rescued millions of Europeans from starvation faded from public consciousness when his administration proved unable to alleviate widespread joblessness, homelessness, and hunger in his own country during the early years of the Great Depression. Herbert Hoover, the 31st President of the United States from 1929 to 1933, had a peak net worth of $83 million. Despite being orphaned as a child, he managed to become a self-made man through his hard work and perseverance. Hoover graduated from Stanford University and pursued a career as a mining engineer before transitioning into politics. He even authored a textbook on mining engineering and was the proud owner of numerous Burmese silver mines that significantly contributed to his wealth. Number 10. Bill Clinton, $75.9 million. Bill Clinton was born on 19 August 1946 in Hope, Arkansas, United States. Bill Clinton was inaugurated as the 42nd President of the United States on January 20, 1993. A 2015 poll by the Washington Post asked 162 scholars of the American Political Science Association to rank all the U.S. presidents in order of greatness. Bill Clinton ranked 8th on that list. Bill Clinton's net worth is estimated to be around $75.9 million, which he primarily earned after leaving office. His earnings came from various sources such as his 2005 autobiography, My Life, which brought him millions of dollars, as well as paid speeches and consulting work. His wife, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, also contributed to their combined net worth through her own earnings. Her 2014 memoir, Hard Choices, reportedly garnered her a $14 million advance. The Clintons have been known to earn substantial sums from their paid speeches, with some estimates suggesting that they have earned over $150 million in speaking fees since leaving the White House. And that concludes our captivating journey through the financial legacies of America's richest presidents. We hope you enjoyed this fascinating look into history. If you want to see more incredible content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update from us. Don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts on the list and tell us which president's wealth surprised you the most. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow history buffs. Thank you for watching.